Hello again. Welcome back. Let's do some more Ascension 15 runs. The only type of runs I did, by the way, actually managed to complete a daily climb just for fun so that I could have Endless unlocked. And I still don't plan to play Endless. Don't know why. There have been a bunch of changes. What was the last patch? Okay. A bunch of bug fixes. There's some new event I ran into because I did a run yesterday with the Defect. Just messing around with orb builds because I want to force an orb build. I really want to show off how you do orb, but the problem is you can do like a hybrid build if you get one defragment, and you can do a full orb build with 2 defragments, or a consume and the thing that gives you more orbs, capacitor. You can do it that way, but it's really hard to force because you need the synergy of those uncommons. It's hard to get them. All right, let's take a look at the map. Guardian, medium. I don't think any of the bosses are really that tough. I guess Hexaghost, which used to be the boogeyman in Act 1, might actually be the easiest now. All right, we've got shop over here, but it's a terrible route. We've got 1, 2, 3 with 2 bosses. We've got 1, 2. Yeah, all right. So we're taking the right-hand route here to get the maximum fires. Let's see what our options are. Remove a card, a random relic, remove 2 cards after losing all my gold, and a boss relic. All right, so these are all interesting options. So we're not going to hit a shop, unless one of the question marks is a shop, but I'm not counting on it. So there's reasons to do this. So there's actually a reason not to do remove all 2, which is you're paying 99 for a card removal, essentially, because we got this removal here. So it's like more roughly equivalent to your average card removal. Over the course of a game, I guess if you do 3, but if you hit like one of the events here that lets you remove a card for 75, you'll just have squandered 25, and also, you know, it's just not that good to remove early as Defect. Defect has fewer starting cards that you need to remove. You really need to focus on adding cards early. A random common relic. You know, I'd have to go over the list, but I just haven't been impressed with this for Defect. There aren't that many common relics you're really dying to get. I think data disc. Hold on, let me take a look here. Common relics, slay the Spire. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, there's like potion belt. I think the best ones like backpack, anchor, Juzu bracelet, singing bowl. They're all okay. I mean, you know, or a calcum, however that is pronounced. They're all right. None of them are bad. They might be better than a card removal, to be honest. Remove a card is just not that powerful. Like, when you don't have that many starting cards, I don't like removing these 2 because they're actually good early, even if they lose some of their potency late. Probably gonna regret this because I'm 100% for Dreamcatcher when I take this. I'm gonna take the random common relic. I think any of these options are good. Omamori, you know, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. It can turn into 150 gold. Let's just take the minimum amount of damage here. I think Omamori gets a bad rap. Alright, so we got Leap, Melter, Rebound. You want attacks first, but I don't know if Melter's better than just getting an early Leap. 10 damage is good. The ability to get through block is okay. There's like not that much that blocks until Act 2, and it's like a fringe enemy, and you don't know if you're going to draw it to do that. That being said, I mean, it's just 10 damage. I think I need damage early. Yeah, well, here's the remove a card I was talking about. Generally early also. I like removing strikes as my first thing, but especially when I took an attack. If I'd taken a defend, like the leap, I would have removed a defend. You want to try and keep your ratio pretty close early. Ooh, 2 random cards. So the problem with this event, like, it's great if I hit Zap Dualcast. If I hit just like strikes and defends, it's pretty horrible. 21 hit points is a lot. On the other hand, What's this give me? 4 damage. Yeah, let's live dangerously. I think usually this is bad, but I don't need a high hit points to take on the boss. Yeah, 2 strikes. That's what I was worried about. Alright. So we just defend here. Not worth it to take even the littlest bit of damage there. You're better off almost always saving your damage. Hologram and beam cells, interesting. I like hologram. Does require an upgrade before it gets good. Beam cell's good immediately, so that's what I'm going to take. That's 19. Is that just short? So it's 9 and 10. 9 and 3, yeah, so I think... What are my next 2 draws? Beam Cell and Defend. I think I want to take the damage here. The off chance. Well, I would have been okay. Right. Claw, Force Field, and Scrape. I don't know if we're a Scrape deck. I don't know if I want Claw either. You know, Claws, like, they're better in multiples. It's pretty terrible when you just have one and then you sort of lock yourself into that type of deck. Scrape is solid if I'm... Yeah, I'm going to take Scrape. So it's just a fine attack, but I'm going to upgrade Zap. And so it especially like with Steamberry, you don't need to be a zero-cost focused deck to make that card good, in my opinion. I think it's just naturally good. That card doesn't exhaust, does it? No, it's got a weird animation, though. Alright. Do your little upgrade. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Alright, so... Chill's nice. Well, we could have had 2 claws, but I'm really not... I need some defensive cards. So this is interesting. So if I... Scrape and then Melter. Kill that. Can't do much about the 14 damage we're taking, but... Let's see. Reboot's pretty great. Motion shift doesn't do much for me. Let's see, so we could upgrade dual cast. Might just be better to rest and then take an extra leap. Potentially. I'm glad I'm resting before you. Do your little, of course, just max attacks me every time, alright. I think I can do enough damage here where it's worth it to... yeah. Didn't even have to use the fire potion. Alright, Frozen Egg. Alright, well, Glacier, even when you don't have a lot of orbs, Glacier is just insane. You should pretty much always take your first one unless you're, like, focusing on some kind of combo deck. Let's see, I get a question mark versus a fight. I'll take a question mark. So, because I have Scrape, I really want to upgrade Dual Cast, and I might even want to upgrade Scrape before Beam Cell. Although it's close. I think Dual Cast is a great early upgrade period. If you don't have... Alright, so Beam Cell, Scrape, actually think I want to hold on to chill. How many good zero-cost cards can I hit? I think I can hit enough. You just want to minimize damage we're taking here. So that's... I'm not that eager to perfect the boss. I'll take the 2 damage. We get 2 attacks in here. Should be pretty good. We're almost guaranteed to kill here. We needed to be able to do 1 damage. Alright, gotcha. Thread and Needle. Whew, a great one for the upcoming boss. We've got... I've talked about this card plenty, but yeah, Core Surge, rather, is amazing. All of our powers are going to be upgraded, but I don't like heat sinks even in my heavy power decks. It's just not very good. Needs to start with innate or something to be even remotely useful. Boot sequence is okay. Am I going to spend 20 gold? I can upgrade this potion, so yeah. I'm spending that gold mostly so I don't take the damage. Let's see here. So we can upgrade Scrape, which is okay. It puts us to 4 cards drawn. We're going to upgrade Beam Cell. I'm going to upgrade Beam Cell first, but I think it's defensible either way. Alright, so... Defend. So we're going to, yeah. We really don't want to lose our armor, so... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I can actually scrape here. Thanks to the plated armor. Right. Would be nice. I think we... Let's see, so I'm gonna... It's 5. Yeah, I still need Glacier. I should have Meltered. I think it's a 1 damage difference, but... Alright, so if I Core Surge... 16... You know, I think it's better to do it this way. I'm not going to get through the armor with the extra damage, so I just get to keep an orb by not dual casting. The extra little bit of damage it would have done, I don't think is all that relevant. Let's see, so I'm currently at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so I can scrape. I can Beam Cell into Reboot, but I don't know if that's all that good, to be honest. Take the 1 hit, that's alright. Let's see, Scrape first. Glacier here. Generally trying to minimize damage, although I suppose Scrape. I think it's fun. I'm not worried about him going off with this. It seemed likely we were going to be able to get enough orbs. 10, zap. Is it worth beams? Yeah, I get the Beam Cell for free here. Ooh, alright. This should be all she wrote. Alright. 13 and... Yep. Get out of here. Alright, well, we did take the 2 damage, but not too bad. I like these potions more than Attack Potion. Here we go. Biased Cognition. So we've achieved the combo, which is Core Surge, which gives you an exhaust, Bias Cognition, which does it. I actually, if I didn't have Core Surge, I would probably take Bias Cognition. We already have a reboot. Seek is okay. It might be that Seek is better. But we don't really have combos to draw yet. I mean, we do once we take Bias Cognition, because we're going to have the combo of Core Surge and Bias Cognition. But this is really excellent for hallway fights, and then you can just wait to play it till you get the boss or elite lower down. It's just an excellent card. All right, so we've got Empty Cage is okay, Nuclear Battery. I consider these pretty close to one another. We're going to take Runic Dome. There's a bunch of new energy relics that do various different things, like you can't rest, you can't smith. One of them is you can't you get fewer cards. Like, there's all sorts of good ones. They're all much better at the end of Act 2. Like, I'm smithing very little in Act 3, and I'm resting a lot in Act 2, and like, this is the act where I need to rest and smith the most, where I'm avoiding elites more and whatever, so you have to be very careful with those relics. Although, both as Ironclad and as the Defect, you can heal outside of rest sites, so there's a little more strategy going on, and you can play very defensively as the Silent, so you have some options. So we've got 1, 2 rest sites that way. We've got 1, 2, but 2 elites. Yeah, we don't want a ton of elites with this deck. So we'll take. Man, there's a lot of regular fights. We have 1. I think I'm gonna go this way. Steam Cell, strike, reboot. Cell, chill. I don't know how much he's gonna do, to be honest. Yeah, it's 14. All right. Oh, here's where Melter comes in. So that does 13, and then I'm gonna let me figure this out. So it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna take any damage here. Well, that was a grave error, as it turns out. Took some extra damage. I forgot he has the 120 hit point attack or whatever. I guess, well, we'll make up for it with self-repair here. I'm going to choose one of the 20 cards to add to my deck. I really want, no capacitor, no defragment. Alright, so what's best for my deck? Steam Barrier's okay. We have energy, though, so we're not as reliant on it. We don't have any Lightning Orb generations outside of Zap, so I'm actually tempted to just take, like, Ball Lightning. I think Ball Lightning's very good. It just does a lot of what you want your Orb decks to do. And we've got ways to power up our orbs. We just don't have orb generation, and none of this other stuff. We have a chill. We already have a self-repair. I mean, leap's okay, but like leap and conserve battle, whatever, they're all pretty interchangeable. I don't feel like you need to grab leaps like you once did. So you get. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, here we go. Give me a relic. All right, Runic Dome, very nice. Alright, self-repair, melter, collision. It's unfortunate we're probably going to get hit with the Hex, but... I guess I should have Bias Cognition first. Wow, still got to me, huh? Alright, well, get dead. Actually, get a Strength Potion versus an Explosive Potion in this deck. The Strength Potion giving 2 Strength, and we're going against him. I actually think I would prefer that over Explosive. Well, here's the Ball Lightning. I think at this point, we're right in the middle between... Do we have enough zeros where it's worth a second scrape? I don't think I want another Ball Lightning, so it's either take a scrape or pass. Melter is not the kind of card you need multiple of. Yeah, Scrape's just like damage and it draws stuff. Plus, it makes future cards that I would want to pick up a lot better. And Tropic Brew, I guess I'll take that. I actually don't want to upgrade my Chill, I don't think. I think I just want my Scrapes upgraded. Not knowing what they're going to do, yeah. Let's see. I don't think this fight's going to go on long enough where the downside of bias cognition is going to be a problem. And that's what I was talking about when I was mentioning why it's so good, is a lot of the time the downside just doesn't matter. You have to go through a lot of turns. I think it's since it's upgraded, it's like on the 6th turn you're down, but before that, you know, you're doing better. Let's see what we get here. As you can see, we started at whatever it was, 3, so we're still ahead as far as and I don't need the block there, but I'm doing that to push these orbs to the front so that I can evoke them sooner. Huh. Anyway, like I was saying, it's really powerful just being able to do that in fights. We did it, I think, on turn 1. We biased cognition. We never even got back to, you know, you're not going to go to turn 10 on a hallway fight, so it's not relevant. Sunder's quite good. We're going against this boss. I forget his name. But he has the little add-on guys where this is just like, you know, 0 energy kill one, which is pretty nice. Unassuming Cathedral. We don't want the dagger in this deck, so. A lot of money. I actually, with this much money, it's probably correct to swerve and hit this in hopes of getting something that can make our deck a lot stronger over, you know, just so much money. I want to be able to spend it. Let's see. I don't think the extra block is worth dealing all the extra damage. He might be doing the enfeebling spores. That's what I was hoping for. Well, if only I had a little more damage, I could kill him. It's okay, we have an opportunity to... Alright, so... Ball lightning, but I'm trying to hit my repair here. Yeah. Whew. Alright, so... like, almost every card we take is upgraded. So here's a good question. Cool-headed versus Leap. I don't like regular cool-headed, but I like it upgraded quite a bit. But we have Glacier and Chill, so we're good on orb generation. So then it's really just draw 2. And draw 2 is not that great in this deck. So I think it's Leap. I'm actually going to use these here. Here we go. Just what I was looking for, as it turns out. Wow, and we get the combo. Alright, good luck, buddy. Good luck. Glad I finally got to do the combo in a fight where it mostly didn't matter. Oh, did I miss the... Yeah, I should have postponed the fight to get the repair. Alright, so recursion, boot sequence, and self-repair. I don't know if recursion's good enough. Boot sequence is alright, but honestly, it's not insane. It's not that good. I don't know. You really want Dark Orb for recursion. We don't have it. So I don't think I take any of these. Oh wait, recursion gets caught by scrape. I think that puts it slightly over the top. If it didn't, I would not say it was worth it. Alright, so we're gonna sunder you. Core Surge and scrape. Guess that's the reason to do it in the other direction. I really want to hit Biased Cognition. I'm not worried. He very rarely attacks turn 1. I think I'm going to risk it. We'll see how smart I am in a second. Of course. He's always going to rally here. Alright, so we get this off, at least. That's something. I don't know what he's doing now. I'm actually going to get rid of the thing, yeah. Okay. So Sunder deals exactly 24. Scrape on you. I'm not doing too bad here. Took that little extra damage we shouldn't have, but pretty good overall. Okay, so here's the first interesting one. Stack's terrible. I just don't ever want that. So compiled drivers draw 2, and we're very light on card draw. And then we have all for 1. We have a lot of zeros, so I guess it's not altogether that close. We're just gonna take all for 1. Finally get to spend some of this money. All right, so we've got a lot of options. Whenever you use a potion, gain 3 hit points. Dead Branch is not that good on Defect. I'm not a huge fan. There's very few ways to abuse it. War Paint. Well, we're definitely going to remove, I guess, Base Strike is the worst card. So Loop upgraded is good. I definitely want a Steam Barrier, especially on sale. Probably want another Core Surge so I can get my combo more reliably. Probably want Loop. It's just pretty good once upgraded. I'd buy this, but I'd rather... I want the Gambler's Brew. I want the Block Potion. Yeah, alright. Just extra $300, sure. Hoping we can hit our Biased Cognition before this guy. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I guess we chill first. I'm actually gonna do that. We're gonna have enough block. I'm gonna be able to drag out the fight versus just him with the amount of block we're gonna have, where I don't need to worry about getting it super early. You know, to take damage, it's just not worth it. Like we're blocking so much every turn. It's I really don't want to skip past the self-repair, so I'm gonna not scrape, and we're gonna Take as much time as we need to. There we go. Fully healed, ready to go against the... I guess should melt her first. Ready to go against the boss. Let's see what we get. So Dexterity Potion is a little better than Block Potion. Streamlined Charge Battery Hologram. Alright, well, upgraded Hologram has to be insane with All for One. I would take probably all of those cards. So upgraded Sunder gives you just this huge damage boost. It's going to be very good versus this boss. Doesn't seem like a very tough choice. We're doing it versus... Wow. And we get the combo on turn 1. I guess probably just want a Dexterity Potion early on here. Alright, so... Zap, dual cast. Perfect. Actually, interesting whether I want to... I guess it's not worth it. I'll just take the damage. Unfortunate that I'm gonna... Yeah, it's only one hit. So, alright. I think I don't even want to strike. I think it's fine. I don't think he does that much. Yeah. Don't want to waste your... So this should be the turn where he does the, like, hex on you, I think. Yeah, alright. I remember. His actually is highly random. Just so happens that... Alright, so I get a bunch of good cards when I do this. Oh god, he is. Alright, so... Trying to set it up so that we can kill one or both of them with the, Alright, so... Incursion... Scrape on you first. Yeah, we have to use both. This gives 19, yeah. Kind of a shame. I mean, we could take a chance there, but I don't think it's worth taking the damage to get lucky. And I think he's just in his, like, attack mode at this point. So, scrape. Incursion, zap, scrape, and zap. Pretty okay. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not perfects, but we'll take it. Alright, so Creative AI, Amplify, and Meteor Strike. Creative AI is interesting. I don't normally like it very much. On the one hand, it's already upgraded. And then on top of that, it's going to give us defragments and capacitors, and we really want capacitors. And we don't have to worry about too much of the other stuff. Even versus the... Yeah, it'll echo forms in a long fight. It's just going to be good enough. Amplify, the curse that keeps haunting me, and I don't think Meteor Strike's good. You really... I've only won with this when you, like, get Snecko Eye and then start taking them or something. It's really just such an all-in combo card. I don't think it's very good. Alright, well, Inserter is great. I don't know if I would have taken Creative AI if I knew I was going to get Inserter, because a lot of the reason I won it was for capacitors, but it seems fine. It's also, Creative AI gives us, yeah, even versus him, it will outpace his damage. It gives us outs to a lot of powerful cards, like Echo Form in fights where we may want that. Not a lot to think about here. Man, Thread Needle is just so powerful. Alright, so Scrape first. Take a zap. I think Creative AI is going to be slightly better than Loop here. There's my self-repair. Alright. Good fight. Good fight. So, FTL is just free damage with scrape and stuff. I don't think there's any reason not to take it. You would, obviously, if you were going against the Timekeeper, I think, yeah, you would not want it. No, we're definitely fighting. That's unlucky. You normally do not get 3 attacks there. Taking a lot more than I want to here. Jeez. This is just not going the way we'd hoped. Think Gambler's Brew here. Alright, that's better. Use the artifact. That's 30. And we need to get a Echo Form on... Yeah, that's fine, too. On a repair. Hopefully we don't kill these guys. Uh-oh. Whoops. Oh, Calipers is good. Alright, I'm going to take the hologram and wish that I had not taken that fight. So we got tons of money. We're going to just rest some, I guess. Alright. Potion belt, not that great. Let's see. I definitely want to get rid of... I guess some base defense are pretty bad. I'll take a reinforced body and a skim. Trip's not terrible. I think this block potion is just more life in case we need it. None of these are great. I definitely want charge battery. I want more defensive cards, and I think, yeah, I don't care that it does, that it's upgraded. It's just, it's worse than having more defense in the deck. Heal to full, lose 13 max hit points. That seems quite fine. Let's see. So, upgrade Scrape. I don't want to upgrade Chill. Upgrade Reboot is probably actually better at this point. I want to bias Cognition here. How long is this fight expected to last? This fight can actually go on for a while. I'm actually a little wary about bias Cognitioning early. And we took very little damage. We're going to eventually heal that damage anyway, so it should be fine. Doing that to get the heal, which I think is more valuable. Hologram gets me back. Recursion again. Scrape. Chill. I don't think I need the steam barrier. I should have plenty of defense. Wow. Alright. Don't have what I really want, which is Echo Form. We do have the repair for 10, so I guess we can just win this and be fine. Alright, that seems okay. Just want to make sure I have enough defense versus what they're doing here. Alright, so Sunder kills this. Heat sinks, charge battery melter, whatever. All pretty much going to script here. We should win with full hit points, which is pretty much the only concern, and we've got the defense, which makes that good. I guess Sunder, buffer, scrape, hologram, give me back. Wow, I don't have any zeros. Alright. Oh, my thought about the bias cognition was at least correct, which is this fight can drag on depending on how you draw. Whoops, didn't. Alright, so the fight that would never end, despite the fact that we're not taking damage. Alright, here we go. Cold Snap, Reprogram, and Melter. I hate this card. We don't need Frost Orbs, and we've got a Melter, so let's skip. Alright, so alright, I'll take the elite fight. I think we're very well set up for these elites. I think I want to skim. There's some reason to Creative AI there, but he can just deal a ton of damage and Force Surge, Bias Cognition, chill. Alright. Should be set up for the win here. We've got a ton of what is essentially defragments. Alright, so Beam Cell, Hologram gets me Creative AI, and no reason to rush it with attacks when we're going to build up, you know, these massive orbs and just win through that. Oops. Meant to do that the other way. Alright. Don't even need to bother with that. Steam Barrier shouldn't be necessary. Alright. Skim, defend, Hello World. I guess this draws this card, so might as well do it first. I don't want to bother dual casting. Alright, so Storm's gonna draw us cards. I think I just want to zap Storm. All for one. Yeah, FTL. Incursion beam. Yeah. Alright, pretty good. Blue Candle doesn't do anything in this particular deck. We have a lot creative AI and whatever, so this is just it's going to be a 0 cost defend most of the time, so 0, 16 block, that's pretty good. When we get that down to 0, by the way, it'll then be picked up with Scrape. Just some stuff to think about. Smiling Mask is useless because I don't think we're going to hit any stores. We're going to take the path with the 2 flame campsites, whatever they're called. Alright, so Scrape, Incursion, Core Surge, Melter, Defend, and I guess Steam Barrier just in case I'm getting attacked a bunch. Bias Cognition. I feel like we can't possibly take damage in this fight from this position. It's just the power of Biased Cognition and Core Surge is doing so much work here. Just, we're not even threatened, even when we draw 3 dazes in our hand. Alright, so Sunder, Zap, Creative AI. I guess there's no reason not to reboot here. We've got plenty of energy. Yeah, Recursion. Let's see, I don't think I need any of these. If I was going for score, I would probably just go the other way. Alright, upgrade Scrape. Lightning, Core Surge. Creative AI is okay. I'd rather just take less damage. I think he mostly attacks you on turn 1, yeah. Chill, Scrape. The Scrape Hologram combo is real. One of the reasons it's so good. Self-repair, Hologram. Alright. Weak Potion versus Speed Potion. I'll definitely take the weak. I don't think I need another chill. FTL's interesting. I don't think FTL can be bad here. All for one Core Surge Melter. Do I even have anything to upgrade? Like I said, I'm not even that interested in upgrading Chill. It's okay, I guess. It'll start me off with more, but I'd rather just scrape into it. This does get a little bit more useful when you've upgraded it. Let's see, so I can skim, creative AI. I really want to make sure that I get my bias cognition. I think he's always going to be doing this little thing here. Oh, no, I guess not. Good to know. Alright, bias cognition. All for one. Force field. Charge. Might as well do this. So all we need to do is get our Well, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Knew I'd find it some way. This is mostly just playing cards. Alright, so we're only down 3 hit points. That's okay. So charge battery versus leap. Interesting. Interesting. I definitely think we want more defensive cards. Yeah, I'll just take the leap. I think we're good on energy. I don't know if it's actually worth... I wish I had the ability to just, like, remove 3 hit points or upgrading one of these. None of these upgraded does much for me. You know, like, maybe this will save me 3 hit points. I don't actually know. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth... It's probably correct to just upgrade Chill, actually. For this boss fight, it might make a significant difference. I normally don't like it upgraded in this type of deck. Alright, so definitely Chilling. Skim. The sooner you get weakened, the better. Steam Barrier. I think it's worth it to loop, but I'm not sure. I'm actually gonna not loop this early. Yeah, so we should be fine. The real goal here is to get these guys down early and then build up our orbs. And we should be good to go at that point. I am going to creative AI, even though it gives me, yeah. Stuff like bias cognition. Like you just, once you get bias cognition going, you've got so much. We can actually get it going twice because of the way our deck's built. Is it worth it to buffer? Probably save it. Ooh, I forgot we have calipers. Alright. Alright, I'll keep buffer. FTL, Sorcerer, Bias Cognition, Recursion, Hologram, Targeting. Recursion, I guess. And yeah, this is, so we didn't see any defragments, and we went, you know, backwards way about it, but we did actually get what we were trying to get, which is an orb deck here, and this is the power of orbs and Core Surge for that matter. But really, the power of orbs is just skim. And we're being careful about how many powers we play here, just because there's no reason to play a bunch and sort of expose yourself to the damage from his first phase when we're not taking any. I will Echo Form though. That one I will take. Yeah. Alright. And now it's really just... Now we can actually play our powers every turn if we want. Not that it makes much of a difference. mostly a victory lap at this point. Guess we'll use our block potion. Sure, give me self-repair. Blah blah blah. I'm not even looking. Oops. Alright. Alright, come on, come on. We've embarrassed him enough. Let's just end it. Alright, good fight. Good fight. I don't think we perfected him, sadly. We might have. We didn't perfect the other two, so if we got a perfect here... Yeah, alright. One perfect on the final boss. That's not too bad. So that was a weird... We never got to use the second Omamori charge, and I think it gave us... Toxic Egg. Well, it's still worth it for that. Alright. That was a pretty good run. I haven't done commentary for a while. I feel like I was a little off on forgetting I was doing it for some of it. Statistics, run history. I think we had pretty good relics, so it was a pretty lucky run in that regard. Other than that, there wasn't too much tricky going on. I think I did get to finally... I was really wanting to show off the power of Core Surge. And it's so good. It's great. You should always be picking it up in Act 1. It's even great in Act 2. You saw the more I had, the more I was able to abuse it. The fast... You know, it's a solid attack. It exhausts, so you don't have to worry about getting caught up with it. And the artifact is just one of the more useful effects you can give yourself. And then when you're able to make it into like a super defragment with... what is that card called? Bias Cognition. You're gonna win so often. You know, getting 5 focus for what is essentially 2 cards that then exhaust is unbelievably powerful. And then you just need to make sure you have... We were actually really low on orb generation. Didn't see any dark orb stuff. I don't like rainbow, but I do like the darkness once it's upgraded. That being said, you know, we had amongst the best relics you can get. Frozen Egg's quite good. Toxic Egg is the best egg by a mile. Thread Needle's unbelievable. And once you know the game well enough, Runic Dome is one of the better one of the better energy relics. I think the energy relic that you want to be careful about is the one that doesn't let you rest. That one has definitely caused some problems for me, although you can get around it depending on what your character is. Like, you know, if you get the energy relic where you can't rest, but you get multiple self-repairs, you're fine. If I don't have any self-repairs, I'm going to be a little nervous taking that one, but I think, you know, you generally always want your first self-repair, and some decks are going to play 2 or more. Alright. That was fun. Thanks for watching. It was a pretty good run. And I'm going to do some more Slay the Spire runs. This isn't going to be it, but I don't know how quickly I'll be kicking them out. I didn't get to see any of the cool new events except that dagger event where you almost always want to take gold unless you're abusing... You have to get it... You know, that event that I like quickly clicked on is one of the new ones where you get like a dagger that does like 6 damage, and every time you use it to kill something, you get an additional... like 3 damage on it. I don't think that's very... Like, just 50 gold is better than that. It's not useful most of the time. It's very hard to get the damage right. They should keep the damage on it the same. Like, it only does 6 or whatever damage, but every time you kill something, it should do a lot more to add to it. Because the condition's very hard to fulfill. So, you know, it should be, you know, plus 8 damage or something, I think. It just doesn't... The payoff's not worth it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and... I'll see ya. Bye.